Welcome to the Barber Game Podcast. I go by the name of DJ Meek Chops.
Hey, people, this is Smith.
What it do? This is Marcus.
What's good, everybody? This your boy Merv Mill on the check-in, and this is the
Barber Game Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode.
We don't even need no introduction with that fly.
Low-key. Yeah. that wasn't more of an introduction, though. That was more of a
No, that was, yeah.
It's like saying hello.
Now I'm already knowing. You already know.
Yeah. So, basically, this week, what we want to talk about is setting goals. We have an acronym for the word SMART. Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of people probably know about it, probably don't. I made reference to it in my book. It's called Tip the Scale, Make Moves, Permanent Results. The book is on Amazon.
Get inspired, make moves, same thing.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Somewhat. But so SMART goals, we're gonna break it down, and we actually gonna set a goal. Mm-hmm. So just to kind of give an example of what we mean, we personally gonna walk with you guys through that process and kind of update you frequently, once in a while, in between certain shows. We'll kind of talk about where we're at in the process of making goals. So specific goals stand for S. We have to be specific. So what do you guys think about us going about being specific about, what type of goal we want to do? I think it's financially based, right?
Yeah.
I think you got to be specific. If you ain't planning it out to looking at it fully, right, you're going to not really accomplish that goal. You ain't going to have a chance to really, you're going to get 6 months down or 3 months down, lose focus, right?
Definitely.
You got to see what you're really working towards.
That's basically the end result. Yeah. The specific part is the end
what
result.
you're doing it for.
So it's not enough to just say, I want to be healthier. You want to say,
right, that's too vague.
Yeah, exactly.
How healthy do you want to be?
Exactly how much health.
What are you willing to do to be healthier?
So,
So that's ironing out the details, but it's like you said, it can't be vague. So it'd be like, I want to, as an athlete, I want to increase my vertical by 3 inches, by jumping or something like that, right?
Right.
So that's a specific goal, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So in regards to our goal, what we trying to set, I guess, is we want to save money this year, right?
Yep.
As we've done in the past with the Barber Game Challenge. So
what did we do last time? What was
it was $20 a day.
$20 a day.
As a barber cutting hair.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically the $20 a day adds up at the end of the year to about $5,000.
Right.
With the exception of 2 weeks of vacation time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you calculate it, it's $100 per week, and there's 52 weeks in a year.
I mean, that's pretty much the next one. That's the measurable goal right there.
That's the measurable.
So that's gonna be,
That goes into the M.
That's
that goes into
that's
the
the
M.
easy measurable.
So that was a measurement. Okay, so
$20 a day, $100. I feel like haircuts now $40 almost a piece. I don't know.
Some places, regionally,
Average,
some probably,
maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like 2022. I feel like that's probably average. You're probably getting the 60s, the 80s, and you're probably getting a little lower.
Yeah.
So.
Some people definitely
$40, $40 is doable. Save one
30
cut.
to 40.
Save one cut. Save the first cut.
First cut of the day.
First cut of the day. $30, $40. That's what, 7.5 to 10,000. You know what I mean? Maybe the last cut. That's another 7.5 to 10. So that's 20,000 at the end of the year. That's easy. Not even really thinking about it.
And you got to remember, not to be resistant towards it, because it is for you. It's not for nobody else.
Once you do it for a while, I feel like it's habit, and
Yeah.
and then you're not even really thinking about it anymore.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like sometimes a lot of people are like, oh man, I got to
getting started.
Yeah.
Getting started. Yeah.
But you have to remember, it's for you. It's only for you. It's not for anyone else.
Yeah.
So the measurement would be 10K, 7 to 10K.
Just looking at the numbers, right?
For those doing 30
for hours,
to 40.
we want to be specific. So
so we can do what y'all want to do.
I think we was doing
First cut, last cut,
right?
yeah. Huh?
First cut and last cut?
First cut.
First cut, last 80 a day?
So we'll do a personal one and a Barber Game one.
Okay.
All right. So
let's do two.
The Barber Game one will be
20.
for the 20. So that our audience can kind of follow along.
Participate.
Keep along.
It might be a stretch.
And then
for some
together, we can put it up together, and then we can invest that into our podcast.
Absolutely.
Fire.
No.
Yeah.
So this time, instead of just taking the money and doing what we personally want, we're gonna put it in and make a big purchase.
Put it back into this.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna throw it back in here.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
So our producers could be happy, and everybody at home, all you viewers could be happy.
So that's the 20.
That's the measurable.
Yeah.
We got so the specific part of it is we want 5,000.
Right.
Weekly or daily is 20.
Yeah.
Weekly is 100.
Depending on how many days you
That's
work.
at the
Right.
minimum.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a minimum.
About 2 weeks behind.
That's 5
wanna
days.
just
That's
be-
a regular work week.
Yeah, you want to be at about 100 a week at the end of the week. You know what I mean? That's about what it comes to. So,
You can do
however
it.
you break it up. Yeah. However you break it up, it's easy.
We're getting into the A.
The actionable, and to me, that's the easiest because it takes discipline, like we've talked before, and you just have to, and sacrifice. You have to be willing to take that 20 and not see it again until the end of the year, you know? So maybe in the morning when you get in, don't go to the convenience store and just save your first cut.
Right.
And don't spend it.
That's taking action. for
That's
sure.
taking action,
It takes
yeah.
discipline.
You gotta think about that daily though. That's like every day you gotta wake up and think about it. You know.
You might want to make your own coffee at home. Buy yourself a coffee machine.
I'll do good
or
for like
something.
2 weeks, and then I'll do bad for like 3 weeks.
But that's what.
And they be trying to catch up. Like,
Yeah, and be like, I've been fucking up. You know, I gotta
carry
get
the
back
one.
on it.
But
throw
then
300 in there.
We actually holding each other accountable too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta do the check-ins, so we're gonna be posting, showing the check-ins
Right.
on the Instagram.
And
This
you
is
can
gonna get
see
interesting.
It. You can see it, and I think once you see the $100 turning into 2
Yeah.
and 3, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm doing something," you
No,
know.
but
That snowball,
I
once
wanna
it
touch
gets
it.
kind of big, you don't want to fuck with it no more. Like, let me just see how big it can get.
Absolutely.
Get there. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, you're just gonna have to plan a little bit better for your day, for your working day, and
You're gonna feel like you want to take that walk in now that you probably didn't want to take.
Right.
Exactly.
You're thinking about how much you got to save. Like, damn, I ain't really got no money. Let me take
this
this guy
is-
real quick. You know.
And I
Yeah.
still got to take care
Just
of all
got
this
hit
other
for
stuff.
this, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you just have
This
to.
is extra.
Yeah.
That stuff comes
It really
up
ain't
too,
extra when you
know?
break it down in your head. You're like, I kind of need this.
It's really not. Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but-
It should be a priority.
But
right?
if you didn't think about it, then you probably would have been like, nah, I just did like 10 haircuts. I'm good, you know? I don't even want to do this, you know? But it might be like, you know?
You just have to, whatever you spend your money first in the morning,
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
And if coffee is your crutch in the morning, if going to McDonald's is your crutch in the morning, either learn to make something before you leave at home and just do that. And because the $5 at Starbucks, the $2 at McDonald's catches up because you need $20. So take 20 away. I mean, take 5 away from 20. That's 15. Take 2 away.
I
That's
feel like
12. You
As
know.
soon as you get home from work, just
Yeah.
throw that away. Right before you even, when you start counting your money, just throw that away. Throw that in the little.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's easy. You don't even got to look at it. You know?
Yeah.
Put it in something you can't take out. You know? You can put it in a bank or
Or at the
Shoebox.
beginning of the day, you could just put it in a separate pocket. Put it
Yeah.
in your back left pocket.
Yeah.
And then that'll
Oh,
be there.
don't
put
touch
away.
that
Yeah.
pocket, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that
just
way
don't
it's
touch it.
separated. You ain't got to look at it. You ain't got to
Yeah.
mistake it for the other money. And
It got to be separated. That's
it got to
the
be
point.
separated.
It got to separate
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
whatever
Separate
works for you, whatever helps you to achieve that goal, do it. Because trust me, at the end of the year, you're gonna be happy with the $5,000 that you did not expect to
And
have.
part of taking action as well is setting a date to start.
Yeah.
Like you got to start that day and stick to that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start. So when are we starting this?
I think
Man,
we should,
today, huh?
Today.
Well, we not working today.
Okay. Monday.
So coming this
I'm
week.
working Tuesday. but-
Your first day
Coming
back.
up, yeah, whatever. We started the first day
This
back.
week, yeah.
All right.
This is the top of the week, so
This
that
is the
makes
week.
sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Your first
So-
day back to work.
First day back to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the relevance, right?
relevant.
R was relevant. So I think it's relevant for us to do this because we need to double back on our investment, right? So making sure that the viewers know that we're taking this serious.
Right.
But it also creates participation for you guys, right? We could all do this. And you know if you cheated yourself, especially as an adult, there's no need to be like, oh, I didn't do it. I did do this. I didn't do this. No playing games with that. So I think the relevance is like where you at in your life. Could you use $10,000? Could you use $5,000 in your life? I think most people can agree that they can, especially with these trying times, right?
Everybody should if they don't.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people struggle with just that, just saving bread, like, you know, saving money and putting it, you know, everybody want to do something. I want to buy a house, I want to buy a car, I want
buy something nice,
get a surgery, I want to do this, travel, but can't never do it because it's like, you know, they'll get a couple weeks or a couple months and then just blow it, you know?
Or they got an emergency situation.
Something always happens.
Always comes up.
Something always happens. And it's really just that easy.
I think also relevance would pertain to when those situations occur, not being the person to be. You guys know I preach about this credit stuff all the time, but not being the person that has to go borrow from somebody else. It's like, I got myself, right? You know what I mean? So it's very important for the parents out there. I know there's a lot of barbers that are parents. You know, you got kids. I just had my first kid, and you know these things come up. You get tires that go flat, and you get, you know. So that's the relevance for me. I feel like it's very, very important to be prepared at all times, on your own accord. Somebody else might come to you.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not stressed about little things anymore, you know? Your life kind of switches it around about what you're worried about at that point. You're not so worried about, you know, when you got a little money extra saved on the side.
And so as he said, when we started all the way from S all the way down to R, I think that's the preparation. You know what I'm saying? So you're prepared as these situations come up. It's like, I'm not even worried about it. Like, I've been putting this
You're ahead
away.
of it. You're not behind it anymore. You're ahead of it.
And you shouldn't be dipping. That's not what it's for, but I think the relevance is that you are prepared.
And you're prepared for a good opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, a major opportunity may come your way and you may need some money to do it. So you got to have money to invest if you ever get approached with a once-in-a-lifetime situation, you know, because sometimes people miss those because they ain't got the money to do it. So,
and I just also feel like sometimes you have to remember that you can have multiple different saving pots. You don't have to have just this one. You know, and this one could be for the end of the year or your year goal, right? Then you can have your rainy day fund. Then you can have your vacation fund. Then you can have your whatever other goal fund that you need, you know, or that you want for yourself. So don't limit yourself to just one saving pot.
Good
you
point.
know. So.
And then we have the last letter of the word, time bound, which is T, stands for time bound in this situation. So in our case, our goal is $5,000 a piece, $100 a week.
Yep.
And then, so in a time bound way, it's going to be 50 weeks. So we're looking at it somewhat about a year. You know, that's taking 2 weeks off of work, you know, vacation or whatnot. If you want to take longer than that, you just prepay the week.
Right.
Yep.
So there's absolutely no reason why we should not have this money. If you take a month off, you pay.
Yeah, your money.
You pay for the extra $200 before you go on vacation, right? So that's all about, you know, being accountable and stuff like that. Anybody want to elaborate more on time bound?
I love the fact that you brought up time. For the overachievers, you know, you could just, you know what I mean? I mean, some people are like that. They really are like, I mean, Mess talks about that all the time. It's like, you know, the shark personality and what do I got to do? How much do I get paid? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I like, some people are really like that. So to the people that are out there like that, please feel free to do that because then it alleviates you. It alleviates that brain space, you know? But I think sometimes we get caught up on that with the overachievers. You might do that and be like,
you overexert yourself.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So that's the problem.
And I think that's specifically why we're keeping it around about $20 a day. I think that's reasonable for the most barbers out there. You know what I'm saying?
And again, you can just do multiple savings.
Yeah, if you want to do more.
If I got a good day, I'm going to throw some extra in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's kind of where I was shooting at. And I think that's important to know that you can. You know,
For
you
me,
shouldn't miss 20.
In a
bucks.
time-bound way, you could do it in 6 months.
Yeah.
Basically.
But for me, I like to look at my schedule when I start, right? And let's say I'm booked out for the day. I believe you can't predict how much you're going to get until someone shows up. Just because they booked doesn't mean they show up.
Yeah.
They still have to show up. So on my calculator.
I've been getting shot lately.
Yeah.
What
Can you explain that?
It's in the
shot.
air.
I want to coin that term. Because
Getting shot when they have an appointment and don't show up, you know? No call, no show. You just got shot.
It's shot to the gut.
Yeah.
You know? And
both full mag.
it's
Threw
getting
my whole
bad.
threw my whole time off.
Right. I'm wasting my time. Someone could have took the spot. Someone could have, you could have
And
canceled.
with the no call, no show, it's basically like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the time ain't even that important.
Yeah.
It don't happen too often, but we have the ability to call. Do you call them?
Man, so I was going off on I started hitting people up like, yo, what's up with this, you know? Because it's the same people. Like,
you got to remind
I
them.
let people slide a lot. I'm pretty, people, because they hit you with the excuse. I know it's an excuse. I'm like, whatever, maybe, because there's an off chance it might be true, whatever, your little sister or whatever. But yeah, I had to start shooting people. I had like 7 people one day, and then the next day with another 7 people.
7 people in
So the
one
second day, everybody was getting it. I was like, you might as well just find a new barber, man. This ain't gonna work. You wasted my time. You got to pay me for the ones you
It
missed.
almost seemed like they're grouping up to do it. on purpose.
I'm like, why is it back to back? I'm like, I got goals. I just said.
Yeah, I got goals.
This $20 is looking healthy.
Right.
Looking like 15 today.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, now you got to make up for yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was going off, but yeah, I can't stand those people, man.
And then there's those, we trying to get there though, that booking with to hold people accountable. The fee, is that?
Yeah, we're working on some.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying is
You
like
can't count it ahead, yeah.
I look at my calendar or my schedule, and then on my calculator I tally up what I would get paid, just the base price without no tip.
Right.
Then at the end of the day I go back and I count up what I actually got paid. And it excites me because it's like, oh, what I was supposed to. And that's how I balance. I mean, that's how I start my daily goal, how much I want to get.
So what you do with all the extra at the end of the day, because you say you're supposed to get
yeah. So I have another.
that?
Basically,
The tip money.
you separate tip money
Yeah,
from.
I don't separate tip money. What I do is I separate big bills. I save the big bills.
So you say all the big bills.
So big bills meaning
150s?
Hundreds,
50s and hundreds.
hundreds, yeah. I save the big bills, and then I do the 20 a day on top of that.
Oh,
And what you put the 20 there? You got a shoebox? You throw it in the bank?
I have something.
Well, we got the money bags.
Yeah.
I want to know what to look for when I go to your house.
No.
Because I'm gonna do the I got it on the side, but I feel like I'm gonna just throw it somewhere every month, put it into something instead of just having a whole bunch of shit just at the house.
Especially when they give you the hundreds and 50s, they're like nice and crisp.
All
So I don't want
The
like.
hundreds always crisp.
I was like, I don't want to put that in the bank.
Yeah.
Let me hold on to
We save
it.
these.
Yeah. So it's another motivator for me. So find your motivation. Find what gets you excited to want to save and, create that action for yourself.
Definitely.
I be saving the small bills low key. I'll do
Yeah, the
all
ones and fives,
and
yeah.
tens.
Yeah.
Ones, 5s, and 10s. I'll save all those.
That's dope.
Yeah. 'Cause
Throw them in a 5-gallon water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
You
too.
fill one of them up,
I'll say the 5s and 10s. For real.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
good. Just forget
With
about
cash?
it. Don't count it.
With cash?
But also,
10 years from now, man, you be
You're
like,
sitting
yo,
on a fortune.
This is
but also
that
for me,
mattress money.
The
You wanna do a 10-year
50s,
challenge?
grandma mattress money.
10-year
the
challenge?
50s and 100s, they don't come all the time, right?
Right.
So that's why it's like, ooh, yeah. Or someone's like, oh, you got change? Yeah, I got change. Like, just.
Well, I feel like we do get them a
I
lot
get
to
'em
shop.
a
Yeah.
whole lot.
I get them a
Dude.
Yeah.
People, I feel like.
No, I get 'em a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You be
get them.
saving, yeah.
But then also,
I don't get a lot of ones anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Like ones.
Yeah,
Never.
ones. I don't even really.
I get them from kids.
ever.
Like the
Yeah.
16-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, that getting
Really,
dropped off.
Ever.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Nice. Get inspired and make moves. I think it was a great episode so far. I mean, for the most part, hopefully you guys are aware of our goals, and hopefully you're able to follow along with what we got going on,
Yep.
moving forward.
To the viewers, comment, subscribe, and
share.
Where can they
share
check
some
up
of the goals that you guys have. You know what I mean? What are some of the like realistic
Share
barber
the link.
goals that you guys would include for maybe a certain time period, maybe 3 months, 6 months, short term, mid, and
Be honest with yourself.
Yeah. But
do what you can. Don't overexert yourself.
I'm interested to see some of the comments and see what people are setting goals for, though.
Tell us what you're gonna spend it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll kind of update y'all on what we're gonna do with ours.
Yeah.
Maybe halfway through.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely do an update.
I'm sure it's gonna evolve.
So,
and change.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, see y'all next week.
Yeah. Peace.
Bye.
That concludes this week's episode. Tune in next week and check us out at thebarbergame.com.